So good evening, Dark Star here. We're up in Alaska and we're going to take the 210 out for a ride here. It's got turbo engine. Let's get the covers off. We've got to get engines. Oh, that already came off. Okay. I'll get the chocks. I did take it for a spin, but I haven't really done much with it yet. I think it's supposed to have a... There we go, a little luggage compartment. I don't know how we're supposed to get to the fuel areas. I'm too short. Can we climb up on it? Oh, okay, there it was. Is it oil dipstick? It's got a nicely done nose cone there. Some pits in the blade, a little worn off paint. I don't know if you can check the fuel. Okay, opening the door, go straight in. I do know that it has a little trouble starting, and there's some stuff in the EFB. So it has an app in the EFB, and you can switch to 750 if you have it. I've tried the I have the free 750. I wasn't that crazy about it. Not that the 530 is all that great, but we're gonna stick with that one. So I've not followed the checklist and got it started or anything. So we're gonna go through this, and then we're gonna take it for a spin. We're gonna try to get up to 30,000 feet. It's rated up to 27,000. We'll see how that goes. And then we're generally going to fly over the Denali area. Alright, so let's run through. We did get the chocks removed. We're going to skip some of this pre-flight stuff, but it looks like you can... it's actually usable in career as well. We did get that removed, and that's done. Alright, the brakes are set. Avionics master switch off. Now, so we're on the side, so it is off. Circuit breakers look all good. All electrical equipment off. This is not off. We'll get that off. Okay. Landing gear is down. Autopilot is off. I'm not sure you would tell if it's on with the plane off, but cowl flaps open. Unfortunately, there's no cowl flap access. That was kind of annoying. The manual primer. Is in. I guess we shouldn't. Just make sure it's in, and the weather radar should be off. That is dialed off. Pull the throttle fully backwards. Prop lever is max RPM. Mixture is full rich. We're at a considerable, well, I don't actually know what altitude we're at. Maybe we should check that real quick. No, we're not that high. So we'll go ahead and go full rich. If you're up really high, you don't actually want to go full rich. It's a little much. All right. The propeller area is clear, and we will make sure it's clear here in a minute. Get our window open. I wonder if you can fly with the window open. Okay, the master switch, alt and battery on. Fuel pumps on. Oh. Throttle as required. Magneto switch in start position. So oil pressure's good, temp's coming up. Avionics master on now. I feel like this should have come on earlier, but the directions don't say. Okay, parking brake is set, doors are closed, flight controls are free and clear. Okay, so first we're going to climb up to 27,000 and then see how high we can go. Alright, we need to get our weather radar on standby. Okay, fuel pumps can go off. fuel selector is on both. The old quantity is good. Trims set. Throttle to 1700 RPM. And then back down to 1000. Got a little low. Okay, strobe set. Radios are on. This is COM1 nav 1, COM2 nav 2. Autopilot is off. Flaps. Let's go 10 on flaps. Landing and taxi lights we'll get on for now. Parking brake release. Okay, flaps are good. We want 36.5 inches of mercury. Okay. Let's go ahead and taxi around here. I'm not really quite sure where we're supposed to be on the runway here. Okay, we're in the middle. Yeah, let's taxi to the other end. Oh, this is not even the runway. Okay. I saw it over there as I turned around. Okay. First of all, let's make sure we're on live weather because I'm not thinking that we are right now. There we go. That might change things considerably. Can't see the windsock now.
Papa Alpha Hotel Victor traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611 is taxiing to runway Tree. Papa Alpha Hotel Victor traffic.
Checklist ready again. Okay, so we're gonna go 36.5 here, so just into the yellow. We're gonna try to hit 2700 RPM, climb out 85. That's gonna be right about there. Landing gear up, flaps up, landing and taxi lights off. Okay, 36.5, 2700, 85.
Hotel Victor traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611. Taking off runway Tree. Departing straight out. Papa Alpha Hotel Victor traffic.
Oh, we're getting a pretty good crosswind there. Not a very elegant takeoff. It's interesting there's no real climb. Okay, so it looks like follow the river out here, look for this gap. guessing that's it dead ahead. Oh, and one thing let's do, I think I have auto mixture on. Auto mixture is on. Let's turn that off. Okay, and I think we should be closing the cowl flaps now. Okay, there's autopilot on. Heading mode. Uh-oh. Had the wrong heading. I think we're going to be fine. We don't really need the gap, but... interesting lighting on this mountain right now. Oh, didn't get the flaps up. Let's go back to our checklist. That's what autopilot's good for. Okay, I've pulled the prop back to 25 out of the yellow. And I've eased the engine back out of there as well a little bit. Okay, and we didn't get the landing gear up. I'm in a Cessna. Who gets the landing gear up in a Cessna? Okay. So cruise, we want 30, 25. I guess we could go a little higher on climb, especially now that we're getting into some cooler air. Cowl flap closed if CHT is above 180, open as required. going to be the cylinder head temperature here. Kind of on the lower end there, but I guess open's okay for now. We'll keep an eye on it. Guess I'll leave these out. Okay, so not too bad here. We're already coming up on 10,000. I did let the speed get a little higher here. Check on our fuel, we're looking pretty good. Haven't really used all that much. This thing holds a lot of fuel. Might be getting pretty cold, so we can turn on some cabin heat. Don't need the taxi or landing lights on now. Let's get pitot heat on. And it does have some de-icing. Looks like it's got circuit breakers. It's got some interesting sound down here too. And we're getting up pretty high, so we're going to get the oxygen on. Okay, there's Denali. Get the weather radar on. There's not really any weather, so. Guess we can close our window. I don't know why this lights up. Ah, okay. I see. So you dial in the temperature. It's got radar altitude. It's got the weather radar as an option. You can turn that on or off. Well, you can turn it on or off. There's two different selections in the selection screen where you pick one or the other, with or without it. These you can apparently swap out using the EFB. I'm not sure that we're getting carb heat working properly. I mean, sorry, the cow flaps. So we're climbing 1,000 feet per minute, pretty steady now. Now that we're out of the wind. We're up at, coming up on 17,000 feet, which is pretty amazing for a Cessna. And it's rated to 27,000, and I got it up to 30,000, so I'm not sure what its actual limit is. I don't know if the real plane could climb to 30,000 or not. It has the annoying feature of your head won't go up any further than that. Playing with the mixture there a little bit. You can see the fuel flow here. Like if I pull the mixture back a little bit, it'll reduce the fuel flow. And then you should see that reflect in the exhaust gas temperature here. And like you could dial this up to show where it is. And then in theory, as you lean it out, the exhaust gas should get hotter to a point. And then you want to mark it and then ridge it just a little bit. But that looks like it's getting lower. I don't think we want to get below about there, really. So I think we're already clear of the peak. Just about there anyway. 20,300 feet. not 100% sure I marked it correctly on the map. Can't really tell from this one. One thing we could probably do though is turn on like the assist markers, and we might be able to, it might mark it. Marks a bunch of stuff around Everest anyway. We need to turn a little bit more. Okay, we should be clear of the peak now. Might just come land at one of these little places. See what's convenient when we get up there. Our manifold pressure's been dropping, so I'm gonna kick it up here a little bit. We're up over 23,000 feet now. Now, if I remember, I have to arm this maybe to stop it. In theory, we could go nav mode. Since it looks like I maybe marked the right spot. Or maybe not. Let's check our ground speed. So right now we're going 200 knots. True airspeed. Well, plus or minus wind. Looks like this is crabbing into the wind a bit, so. Maybe this one's our best bet. How is that possible? We both have a 7-knot tailwind. I'm not sure about that. I don't know, 1,600 feet seems a little short. We'll try it. Let's go ahead and add that to our route. Let's go back into heading mode for a minute. Okay, we're not going to the right place. I can see that now. But maybe off to the side is a little better than directly over anyway. And let's see if this will go to avionics. Hey, look at that. It's amazing. Some weirdness here. That didn't work. Okay. So cowl flaps are closed, but our cylinder head temperature is dropping way down. I don't know, what do you think? Think we could land down there? Fly up this way, land up here? So I don't know if this... Okay, I have assists on now. So you can like see markers. I do not see any markers here. Wonder if it's just not marked. So I'm guessing the airport we marked is down here. Water coming down that way, right there. Maybe. Okay, there's 27. I think it's kind of struggling. See that EGT is way higher now. So I'm going a little richer to lower that a little bit. See if it'll climb to 28. Gotta watch our speed so we don't go too slow. But that is full throttle. Pulled the RPM back a little bit more. Push it in a little since we're climbing again. Yeah, we're still climbing at 600 feet a minute. Oops. Passenger view here. Yeah, this kind of messed up. See if we can go like manually delete, maybe. I can't get to these. They're kind of not there. I think all this is like garbage in the list. Okay, we're about as slow as we want to get. It's 29,000 feet. In this little plane. Does have DME as well. All right, let's not climb so hard here. Getting a little slow for this altitude. Leaning it out a bit as well. Uh-oh. What are you doing? So let's see, I think we're above 30,000 feet now. $30,200. Not sure how much more it has in it, but it can definitely go over 30,000. So I say let's call that a day. Let's see, what's the altitude of our airport here? Pretty low. Let's go and descend down to like about 10. Direct to nav. Getting an odd kind of shimmy here. nature take its course. Come in on the north side here, I guess. Let's just see if we can get any weather. Yeah, 8 from 210. So it's really just crosswind. We're going to want to go richer as we get down lower. Hey, we have someone out there. So it flies real nice. It's well equipped. I like that. It's got everything you need for IFR flying and approaches. You've got, DME and everything. Even the weather radar. Where are we going? What's this place called? Fort Crosby Airport. So it's definitely not that little guy right there. It's one of these out here. So I'm a little more okay with our glide slope. We don't have to kill ourselves to get down. There's 1, 2, 3, so I'm guessing it's 3 here. Probably coming in on the tree end. We'll have to clear the trees. Let's see. Do we have... what's it doing? See if we can type. AK. I won't find AK5. So supposedly if you long press clear, it'll reset you. I think it's visual. Hey, how's it going? We just flew over Denali over here. We're in the little 210 Cessna. Went up to 30,000 feet. What are you up to tonight? Or today? I don't know what time it is where you are. Look at us, we're almost keeping up with the jets. 170 knots. going to make a loop around here because we're still pretty high. We'll see how it's looking, but I might make a pass over the airport before I try and land. But if we're coming in on 16 here and the wind's out at 121, we'll have a bit of a crosswind. See if we can get the head tracker working. It has to be on first. Uh-oh, failed to load tracker. That's because what was it before? Huh. Oh. Alright, let's fly the plane here. So I'll have to figure out the head tracker thing later. Alright, I need to remember that even though I'm in a Cessna, we have retractable gears, so... what's going on with my equipment here, but there we go. Yeah, I was right. This direction is very blocked by trees. Gear is down, 3 greens, flaps are down. I'm gonna try and clear these trees. And then get onto a very short runway here. With no thrust reversers. Good thing we're built for grass landings too. I wonder what happened to the marshals that were everywhere for a while. Brake set. Well, that's quite a ride for a little Cessna, I gotta say. Pretty happy with the purchase. Do that, so let's get the flaps up. Cow flaps full open, probably should have done that before. Landing and taxi lights, we missed those. We do not need pitot heat now. Parking brake set, avionics can come off. Power lever is at idle. Mixture lean. Would we not lower the prop RPM? I don't know. Magneto's off. And must be on left or right position. Guessing so that is so fuel doesn't drain from one tank to the other. I don't know. So rated to 27,000, we got it up over 30. We, I think, exceeded our cruise speed even a little bit. It's hard to tell because we had, it doesn't tell us what our true airspeed is, it just gives us ground speed. But right up there for sure. That was a little bit of a ridiculously short runway. With the obstacles on the end. But we made it. So it is usable in career, not in very many interesting flights. There's your elevator trim tab. tires. Oh, what happened? We glitched to the other side somehow. I guess you can't put the covers back on? Huh. I wonder if you can, in using the debug menu in free flight, if you have debug tools on. I think there's a, you go debug, oh, it's been so long now, aircraft, and covers and chocks. Yeah, there we go. Put everything back on. And then also in there, if you want, there's a dirt and scratches menu. So you can go like maximum dirt and everything. There you go. So that's just plain kind of maximally dirty and scratched and whatever. See the streaks. That's the leaks. All right, well, there's the 210. I am almost certain to land that thing without gear, because if I'm in a Cessna, I just don't even think landing gear. All right, next on my agenda was to work on the Challenge League. So we're still doing pretty good here. We're in #1, that's good. We got a new contender though. Digor was second before. So someone's coming up on us. Still got 4 days. But what's the one that does the rally race, right? This one. So I was hoping to get on the board here. 124 is a really hard time to beat. My personal record's 129 right now. So I've been working my way down. One of these days I'd like to get on the leaderboard. So I was going to do a couple of runs on this. So part of the secret, if there's a secret, to better runs here is mixture and prop RPM. So you don't want to just run the whole thing max prop RPM. So I've been working on my prop RPM sensitivity even. Okay, something's going wrong here. I wasn't getting any gas, even though I have my throttle all the way forward. Let's see if it works now. That doesn't sound right. Throttle is not working. Why am I getting no throttle whatsoever? This crazy thing. Throttle is still not working. Let's try free flight again. It was working a minute ago. One problem is I have two sets of controls plugged in, and that seems to confuse it sometimes.
Porto Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611. Ready for departing straight out at runway 17.
Yeah, it's not working here either. Well, that's working. Okay. Really should be higher here. There. Yeah, see, I had to pull too hard there. Really want nice, smooth turns. Whoa. Ah. Okay, warm-up run. With throttle actually working for a change. I was like, I don't think it's going fast enough. Here you want to be a little wide on that part. I'm in the wrong part, I think. it's this next part where that matters. Yeah, right here. Need to be a little bit wide on this one. Come in here so that you don't have to turn so hard on this one. Oh! No. What? Now, so you see this, you wouldn't think that I've ever made a minute and a half. There's too much of a curve right there. I can't set my RPMs very smoothly. Terrible. Forgot where I was on the course. It was a pretty good run. Can't seem to beat it. How do you get a minute 8? How could you possibly shave that much time off? Visualize the course. Okay, sharp turn here. Really sharp turn here. Much smoother. Too high there. Which means now I have to dive for this one. Right right behind. Pretty close to my best time. Half second off. Lower here, that's good. With that little corner right there. Are you inside? Okay, sharp turn. Happy with that. Increase RPMs a little. Could be lower there. Pull the RPMs back. Just try and get some speed. I'm off on this turn a little. Beat him, which is me. my best time. Let's try one more. High on this one, low on this one. Wide on this one. felt really good. I just cannot beat that speed. Have a little fun anyway. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Am I ranked on this one at all? Yeah, 249. Look at all these times. Vorachodi. Probably crash a lot on this one. My controls feel really weird. I don't know what's going on this one. Do we go, is this a gate? I don't know what the gate is. Okay. I'm guessing you have to roll. Sometimes it feels like someone else is controlling the plane, like I'm not able to control it. Really slow for some reason. I vaguely remember this course. Doesn't feel right though. Like I can't control my plane at all. I going like really, really slow? Why is my gear down? Okay, gear being down might explain some of the sluggishness. Look, I'm not rolling to the side there. My plane is doing that. Like, I can't control my plane. I don't know why it's got a mind of its own. Okay. My controls are just terrible. My ghost. Ah! I don't know if it's that plane or my controls aren't set up right or what's going on. It's so squishy. I did beat my best time though, but nowhere near getting on the board kind of times. So I don't know, maybe that's just how it's gonna be on that plane. I don't generally like the... We could try some X-Cub ones. These are rough. You're flying that freaking air tractor around a rally course. Okay, I have no record on this one, so I've never flown it. So, I don't even know what controls this plane has. we do prop RPM, or I might need a false start on this one just to get my bearings on the plane. Okay. Whoa, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Okay. It's like taking your station wagon on an F1 course or something. Rudder to help you roll faster, but now what? This way? Oh my goodness. I hope that's the next gate. Where? Where? Hope it's that one. Now we probably have to manage our energy so we don't stall here. It's that one and not one further that way, because this is rough enough here. And then down. Okay. Felt like I was doing okay there, but is that a lightning storm off in the distance? So down here and then up there. One crash. I was robbed. That is not not a sporty plane. Okay, one run here. Check out Rio. Is this the next gate? I lost the ghost. There it is. And again, I am not getting, like, my throttle's not working. I'm losing speed like crazy. Come on, man! What in the hell? I find it harder to fly in this view. But my throttle is not working still. Because afterburner should be on. Go somewhere not in the pitch black. I don't know why my throttle won't work. Other than the game is a piece of shit, but you know, other than that.
Chennai Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611 ready at runway 25.
Now it's working.
Straight out.
Now it is not.
Tango 2611. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Why did it work on the ground and now not in the air?
Chennai Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611. Ready for straight out departure at runway 25.
And again, it shuts off as soon as I get in the air. Now it's working again. The plane is not working. What has it decided to do here? Nice soft landing. My throttle only works when the plane is on the ground, apparently.
Janai Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611, ready runway 25. Straight out departure.
Now why is it working? Okay. Are other planes working like normal? Are they all gonna be broken?
Janai Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2611 at runway 25, ready for departure. Straight out departure.
QNH1006. ILS Yankee runway 26 in use. Landing and departing runway 26. VFR aircraft stay direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Charlie.
Well, this plane seemed to work okay. I give up. Let's go do a couple of career flights. Call it a night, I guess. Spent way too much time on that. Okay, G. filter on the 737 just to make it a little bit easier. I was trying to find some better airports to fly out of earlier, but I wasn't having any luck. I was looking all around. Like, we can always go up to Heathrow and get usually something decent. Bit of a hike from way down there, but earlier I wasn't even finding what I was looking for here. Yeah, there's nothing long here. Where are my flights? There's 16, but that's like the wrong direction. Look at that, 8 hours and 30 minutes for only 11 million. 6 hours and 30 minutes for 13. Like, what are they basing it on? Only getting 11 to Washington. That should be like a lot more, right? Did they mess with the prices? We shouldn't have to zoom in so far to get the airport. I think they messed with my prices. That's what I think. And the prices still don't make any sense. And I don't think the flights make a lot of sense either. Not sure where they generated these from. Where did all the high-paying missions go? Nothing. It'd be a lot harder to get to 1 billion if we're earning half as much per flight. A lot of Brussels. What did I just see? 13, 11, 13. Is it based on your rating or something? Did my rating fall so low that I can't get any missions? There's a Minneapolis for 16. That's the best one I've seen. I think I'll just take that one. Yes, please preload in the airport.
Good afternoon. So we're flying to Minneapolis. Amazing place.
So we can get ground power on. Normally you turn on the battery, but it's already on, but it isn't on until you turn on the ground power. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on. And that's
Captain,
really
it's
all.
Ann Catherine, the pursuer. Ready to board passengers. Waiting on your go-ahead.
To Gaube ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. The jetway is going to be connected.
To Gaube ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Could you please send the baggage?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Baggage is on the way.
Ooh, interesting. No ILS here means it's some other kind of approach.
Boarding finished, Captain.
To Gaube ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Could you please send the catering truck?
What?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. The catering truck is on the road.
Let's see. I want to get my final flight plan in here before we let's go that way.
To Gaulle ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, ready to copy IFR clearance to Minneapolis.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 is cleared to Minneapolis Airport via the Echo Lima Charlie 6 Golf Kilo departure. Expect runway 09er right, maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.7, squawk 5 tree 1 tree.
Okay, that was 121.
Cleared to Minneapolis via the Echo Lima Charlie 6 Golf Kilo departure. Runway 09er right. Maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.7. Squawk 5 tree 1 tree. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 readback correct. Contact ground on 121.58. Good day.
Captain, we are at 50% of fuel.
I think I've flown out of here before. It's pretty wild looking. I don't remember where I flew into when I was there. Baggage area is closed up. There goes catering.
To Gaulle ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, requesting pushback.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, pushback request accepted.
Tow bar in place, Captain. You're cleared to start engines.
To Gaulle ground, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, requesting the end of pushback.
Pushback
Summit
is complete.
Delta Sierra Tango 2512, request to end pushback received.
Gaulle Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 at runway 09er, right ready for departure. IFR to Minneapolis.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, QNH 1014. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 09er right. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Okay, auto throttle on. Make sure you get your lights on.
Ladies and gents, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
It's gonna be a wild one. Does it want me to go back taxi? There really wasn't much point in that. I didn't think there was, but it was pointing me that way. it would have just brought me in here straight onto the runway instead of wasting all this time. Power it is.
V1 rotate.
Okay, gear up. Flaps up.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 contact Paris Center on 125.7. Good day.
125.7 for Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Paris Center, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 is at 1,500 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, Paris Center, QNH 1015. Radar contact, continue. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, contact Paris Center on 118.05. Good day.
One 118.05, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Paris Center, Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 is passing 5,600 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, Paris Center, QNH 1015. Radar contact. Continue to PG 092.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Nair Loco. Welcome aboard flight DST-2512, inbound to Minneapolis. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 7,800 feet and an airspeed of 200 knots. It's 3:01 p.m., and we should expect a smooth flight all the way. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, contact Paris Center on 125.7. Good day.
125.7 for Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Skipping. A little joke.
Minneapolis approach. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512 is at 6,200 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, Minneapolis approach, altimeter 29906, radar contact, continue to UTHNK.
You think?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, maintain present heading and altitude, expect ILS runway 30, left approach via HAPTN transition. Clear to HAPTN.
That is not what they gave us before.
Maintain present heading and altitude, expect ILS runway 30, left approach via HAPTN transition, cleared to HAPTN. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
They call it?
Ladies and gents, we've just been cleared to land at Minneapolis-St. Paul International. Please make sure your seat belt is securely fastened. The flight attendants will be moving through the cabin, making a final compliance check, and pick up any remaining trash. Thank you.
Let's see, push that over there, get rid of that. Put this back on map. There we go. Go and get the flaps back up.
Sierra Tango 2512, you are 3,400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet, altimeter 29906.
We can do that now.
And maintain 8,000 feet. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512, climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Those. There's the airport. Let's simulate. Be ready to slow it down if they call something out. I don't like how skipping to descent changes your flight plan out from underneath you. I get that they're going to direct you to a new runway, but they need to do that, not just, hey, surprise, here, you're on final to the wrong runway, figure it out, right? And descent really should mean descent. It should skip you. You should be at your cruise altitude several minutes at least before top of descent. Let me fly the descent. I would be fine with that. I mean, I don't mind being put right down by the airport, but I'd rather get to fly some descents. Or call it skip to landing or something so people know what to expect. Okay, we should be 6,000 feet at the next waypoint up there, but they have not cleared us down. Should we go ahead and descend? Down to 4,000. Not yelling at us yet.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. You are 500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 7,000 feet altimeter 29907.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
Yeah, you've got me coming in on a star. Let me fly the star.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Please expedite your climb 7,000 feet.
I hope they figure this out.
Careful, Captain. Flaps over speed.
What? Okay, I guess. Please don't make me climb up to 7,000 and fly a stupid approach that's impossible. Come on.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Please expedite your climb 7,000 feet.
Fine. What is it doing? What happened to my frickin' throttle? What is it doing? Why is auto throttle not working? doing it again. Auto throttle is killing my throttle. Piece of crap, come on. What? Did I turn the wrong thing on? Like, why is it not? I don't understand why it won't go to the speed I tell it to. It's not doing anything I'm telling it to. Come on. I did altitude intervention. The VNAV path is 7,000. Well, I guess it's 7. It's not at. So I guess whatever. Maybe that's why. Oh, we have another situation here. We need to go. Course is 301, a 1103, 1103. Course is 301. Okay, I'm gonna stay at 7,000, you stupid idiot. Now give me a frickin' next instruction. It's going to make me fly all the way over the goddamn airport, isn't it?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Contact Minneapolis Tower on 12.3.905 when inbound on the approach.
Fuck you.
Tower on 123.905. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
200. 200. 100. Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. You were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
Yes, I was. It said land. That's a weird hold short point. Right in the middle of a runway?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. You were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
I love how the hold short point is on the next runway. Or is it?
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 25.
At least it'll let us finish the mission, because God, that one was bugged. What a piece of crap.
Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512. Did you hear my last
Shut
transmission?
up.
Taxiing to gate 87 via taxiway cross runway 22 Alpha Charlie Charlie 5. Summit Delta Sierra Tango 2512.
I got 100% on airline procedures. Would have been S tier if it wasn't so buggy shit.